A dude, and let's call him John. John works at some subways that look more abandoned than the word can convey. I don't know what his exact job title is, but let's say he is a security guard for the sake of this story. As the video starts and he goes all into the ladders to go down to the subway like one of these main characters in adventure movies, I thought that he had sold his balls the week before and that he has no nerve to be bothered by a supernatural event. I looked at him and said, I feel safe between the arms of this young fella. But the moment he heard some noise, like a steel board slipping to the floor, John turned into a professional runner and ran as fast as he could, as if he had never worked here. So I said, let's give him another shot. I mean, another chance. So the second time he went down, John turned into Scooby-Doo, and he made some weird noises that made me feel sorry for him. But why though? Why did he turn into Scooby-Doo and not Shaggy? Or why did he run the second time? At first, the water bottle in front of him moved ever so slightly. And yes, John ran like a duck, but he had to come back. And this time around, he heard some growling, which sounds like a hungry dog who hasn't seen food in a week. When using the security cameras, which show one of the offices, we can see a chair rotating around. That one was lame. But one clip from this collection you will immediately recognize, cause I don't think there is a single human being, dead or alive, who hasn't come across this specific clip. When John gets called out by his fellow worker, he hears some noise from that same dog that I talked about earlier.
Right. I wasn't going to, but I am now. You know, this scares me. Oh my god. As soon as you get your feet on these ladders, it's like there's something pushing you back up already. Right. Boiler room. Sorry for the language, but oh god, isn't it a nice place? Grim. There's been a time where I was coming down here and I got to this point here and I heard like, I thought you'd be meeting me down here. I go like that and there's nothing. That! Been a while since I put something up, so I thought I'd take a little trip down. Feels a little bit ominous tonight. Fuck yes, yeah. Fuck's sake. How's that feeling? No spirit box or anything else with me tonight. Had workers down here, all week. I know for a fact there's no one down here now. Feels weird as down here tonight. Like proper weird. Ignore. No. Who's in here? Oh. That's enough for me. Do you want me to go or stay? Go.
Not having it, Mark, oh no.
Hey?
Go see what it is.
That's weird.
So we go over and have a look.
It's a can't get through though. It's tied up.
We're not left there. I don't know what it is.
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared again, dirty.
Can't get through there, no? Yeah.
You see me and it stopped. Do you not hear it stop?
Stop, yeah. Come on, Bob, get out. I'm going because we've got to do tricks anyway.
Crazy. What the actual is that? What is it? Look at it. See-through. There's into the chair there. No way.
Real time.
When I was watching the next clip, I was like, when will this video get good? Like, when will these old, rusty legs open up? Wait, what? I'm sorry, that was a text my friend sent me about his girlfriend. I don't think we needed the extra information. Anyway, the video had a slow start, or so I thought, because it turned out these videos are always hiding something, like a treasure under these pants. Are you still contacting that friend of yours? Nope, I meant it literally with this one. Jassim is investigating an area full of abandoned small houses. You can say it's like an abandoned hood. Nice. What's so nice about what I just said? It's a terrifying place full of jinn and paranormal activities, and it's very dusty and icky. Before Jassim decides on which house he should start with, he receives the answer. It's like a holy message that was presented to him so he could decide where to go. It sounds like it's going to kick off with a stunner. A bucket fell right in front of Jassim, pointing at the entrance door of one of these houses. Then he decides to go there, and here, things unfold one after the other. The ceiling started falling apart. And here, I'm not talking about my own house's ceiling. Maybe I'm not living in the best conditions, but not to that extent. Then the door moves by itself. A sound of an object being thrown around can be heard coming from the kitchen, which takes us to an even more extreme level of activity. Instead of cabinets opening and closing, we have objects flying around. The chair moving, and the whole freaking shelf cabinet falling apart. At that point, I started regretting asking for more activities. My mouth was full already, and I couldn't swallow any more of it. It was a nice experience, but that's enough. Are you talking about the paranormal activity or something else? Don't worry, my child, I'm not one of them. Of course I meant the paranormal. Back to Jassim, as the misery doesn't end there for him. On his way out, after he had enough after seeing a closet shake it off, they threw once more another closet. Then he was greeted with one more bucket falling in front of him.
سمعتون صوت يا جماعة ولا؟ وكأنه في حد. في حد؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. من الدواليب يا جماعة الخير والله من جد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر. لا إله إلا الله. والله العظيم يا جماعة إن هذا كله تشلدخ، كله طاح. لا، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا 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 لا. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا 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 يا جماعة. لا 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 لا. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا 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 لا. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا 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 لا. الوضع مو طبيعي يا جماعة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. ولا إله إلا الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا 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 لا. معلش يا جماعة الخير. هذا الموقع. هذا آخر بيت. بسم الله. هذا في بلاء. والله العظيم في بلاء. بسم الله. سمعتوا الصوت يا جماعة؟ اللي جا من هني. في حد؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله بسم الله. لا 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 لا. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا لا لا.
A lot of people out there have different opinions about ghost hauntings and the paranormal world. Some say that it's all hoax because they have never experienced it themselves, and some believe it just by seeing videos about it. But when it comes to me, I say everyone is free to have their own take on it, but you better believe in it. So, next we have Abdullah, the man of the hour, as they say, which I don't completely understand. He lives with his mama. It's not a big deal. He has a cool room, and he is still pretty young. Now, one night, he was up late at exactly 3:30 a.m. His mom didn't scream at him or anything, but the ghost did. What ghost, you may ask? Well, that's what Abdullah had to discover that night, unfortunately for him. As he was on the phone, he heard a voice calling for him. The problem wasn't just the voice itself, it was the tone. That ghost mimicked the man's voice perfectly. But if you thought Abdullah was scared, then you're right. Don't tell me you were waiting on me to say he stood his ground with no fear. No, Abdullah was so scared his knee screws were unscrewed. The following nights, this paranormal activity escalated and went to a whole new level. That door of his that he thinks is the protecting shield between him and the jinn was almost destroyed due to the heavy knockings these ghosts were causing. They almost shook the whole door off. But finally, Abdullah caught up to the events and decided to man up. So in the end, he began opening the door whenever it started shaking or knocking. But that was no use. As he opens the door, he finds nothing. The activity stops for a short amount of time before it returns. In the end, these ghosts kicked the door on him. Not literally, but instead of just waiting outside and smashing the door, they went inside his room and began throwing his stuff off the shelf.
I was watching reels when I heard the knocking when I asked, "Who are you?" Then, in reply, I heard my own voice.
कौन? है कौन कौन? मामा? रोहन जाओ.
I was about to sleep and then this happened again.
रोहन?
around 2 a.m. in the morning.
Ruhan?
That is my voice. If you don't know what is going on, so see my previous videos. They mimic my voice always, but they don't comment.
ما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفعون عنده بإذنه يعلمون ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم بشيء من علمه لما شاء يصير في السماوات والأرض ولا يحيطون وهو العلي الذي من يسمعون.
I was about to sleep and this happened again. So I heard my voice again after a month.
मैंने नहीं खोलना. لا لا إله إلا هو الحكيم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم لا 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 هو في السماوات وما يشفعون عنده بإذنه يعلمون ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون به لما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض لا يئوده حفظهما وهو العلي الذي يسمعون. तो मुझे क्या है तुम्हें भूख लगी या खाना खाओ मेरे तंग मत करो.
After this it started crying and then it became violent.
मैंने नहीं खोलना इसे. निकल.
So this happened again.
मुझे पता है. बात वही से. अब मत करना.
तो ऐसे करते हैं एक ना डी हम लोग एक डी कर लेते हैं. ठीक है आप लोग मेरे को तंग ना करो मैं आपको ना करूँ तंग और अगर मंजूर है तो कोई चीज़ हिला दो या कोई आवाज़ वगैरह कर दो मगर मैं दिखाता हूँ.
सी कुछ भी नहीं है. My door is locked. सी ये लॉक लगा हुआ है and guess ये गिरा है या जो भी whatever.
As you guys can see there कोई भी नहीं है कमरे में. I'm alone and जैसे मैंने बोला कि कोई चीज़ हिला दो गिरा दो या बोल दो so you know what happened and yeah मैं just like दूसरी ओपन कर लेता हूँ. मुझे इतना होप नहीं आता but yeah ठीक है रुकिए बाय.
If you happen to be a doll collector, you have to watch the next video so I can make some money. I mean, so you can see what consequences are awaiting you in case you still are unaware of what could be one of the worst hobbies to ever exist. Because collecting dolls often results in some strange and unwanted outcomes. But what if we are talking about someone who collects haunted dolls? Then this will eventually turn into some evil outcomes. Abby, a lady who loves collecting haunted dolls and dolls in general, she usually posts about such items on her account. But how does she collect these dolls? Well, obviously, she doesn't steal them in case you had that concerning you, but she would rather collect them from gifts her friends and relatives give her, or she just straight up purchases them. But one day, she received an unwanted gift. It was a doll nonetheless, but not presented in a pleasant way. She found the doll on her doorstep. Later, she discovered some scary hidden secrets about this doll. This doll, later named Abigail, contains unsettling elements, bones tied with red string, a small animal skull, and a note with Abby's full name. But that's not what you should be concerned about. Another doll she found hanging on the tree. She took it home and combined both dolls and saw how this mix results in such terrible consequences. She later began noticing some strange activities in her house. Activities she thought might be out of delusion, sounds she thought might be from the neighbor's house, but realized soon after it was all real, and the sounds were coming from within the house of hers. She began seeing objects out of their place and hearing footsteps on her staircase right in front of her. Weird and creepy sounds from the basement, almost sounds like someone screaming. But the weirdest and most unsettling activity she caught was a dark man wearing a hat appearing on her home's outdoor camera.
I found this doll hanging from my tree. So creepy. I have no idea who left her here. I found this doll hanging from my tree. Somebody left her for me. but I have no idea who. I've been hearing child's laughter and banging noises since I brought her in.
You guys, I swear this keeps happening. Do you hear that? There's nothing. There's nothing under. And if you hear it, this is exactly what I'm talking about. See, there's nothing out of place over here. There's nobody down here. I'm home alone. Like, there's nothing that should be making that noise. Nothing. I have no idea. This keeps happening. I'll hear this every now and again. But I do not want to be down here right now. I do not want to be down here. I just wanted to show you guys. I keep hearing somebody walk up and down my stairs, but there is obviously nobody there. There's nothing there. And it keeps coming up and down, up and down. One of you guys brought up that this entity or person looks like Hatman. And up until this point, I've never heard of Hatman before, but this really fits his profile. It says he wears all black and a fedora, and he will just stand there and stare at you, which is exactly what he did in this video. Here are some images of him, and it looks so spot on to what I caught on camera just the other day, with the hat and the all black and everything. What do you guys think? Guys, I'm hearing it again, but from downstairs this time. Nope.
If you have been following me for the last 12 months, then please stop it. I have been feeling like I'm being followed for quite a while, but I can't find out if it's true or not. But seriously, if you have been following me for the last 12 months, you know that there is a relationship between Justin and Selena. I mean, a relationship between the channel and the puppet. It's something weird that I came up with to give the channel more personality. So why did I bring that up? 'Cause I can't keep it down. To me, all puppets and mannequins or dolls are all possessed. Even if it's not. It's like these things were made to be haunted, to cause problems. And that's exactly the situation our man Daniel is me is facing. Daniel isn't my real name. Daniel is me. That's the account name of this dude. Dan lives with his mom, what a loser. And his mom is obsessed with puppets and dolls and anything that can fuck up Daniel's life, so he would have to leave his mom's house. I mean, it is a smart way to kick your son out, so you can finally rest and live alone. But why? What's so smart about her plan? Think about it, what's more haunting than having dolls and mannequins everywhere in the house? Now or later, something demonic will happen. Something like tapping sounds. Something like a trap. You know, someone is knocking on the door, so you go and check, only to be surprised that no one is there. And when you turn around, you feel like one of these mannequins is staring at you, so you freeze in your place, only for the door to be slammed hard on your back and you hit the wall face first. Okay, maybe I over-exaggerated the last part, but not all of it. But when you check the security cameras, you're greeted by one of these dolls blinking at you.
Honest to God, bro. Would y'all believe me if I said this place is haunted? I know some of you may not believe in ghosts and stuff, but I've been seeing some creepy shit here. I even see weird unexplained shit happen in my house. My mom likes to collect vintage dolls and other antiques, and I think she may have brought a cursed item or something because our house hasn't been the same since. I'm scared, like for real, for real. We even got she captured on camera that'll give you goosebumps in unimaginable places.
Okay, so the other thing that really creeps me out, that I do not like, but I will show you guys, is in my sister's old room, or I guess still room. Dollhouse. I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I can say that has happened with it is sometimes when I walk by, or like I go, the bathroom's back there, and I walk through and I hear like tapping coming from this room. It's like it's like yeah, it's like I know it's coming from like this room, and so I come in here and then it usually stops, except for like maybe 3 nights ago. Like the tapping kept happening, and I came over and I was trying to figure out like where it was coming from, but it was coming from this dollhouse, and I don't know where. And it hasn't done it since. Like, why is it so intricate? It's like, I don't know. Freaks me out. Guys. Do you hear that? Those are the tapping noises I was talking about. Where is this coming from? It's like knocking at the door. Hello?
Okay, it's official. I'm getting rid of this. The mini figurines are moving. Like what? I'm terrified. I swore I saw the doll blinking. Had to take a closer look.
You know what's so funny about this? The fact that this dollhouse has more space than the one I'm currently living in. It even have better furniture. How embarrassing.